morning. Can y'all hear me in the back? It's my pleasure to welcome you to the STA business meeting, and I hope you have enjoyed your time here on Hilton Head. If you're from the Fiber Buyers Group, welcome. Please stay throughout our meeting and continue to eat breakfast. If you didn't have fun last night, there's something wrong with you. We're sitting here talking to Evan Stendhal, and we were just looking, and when the dance first started, we looked out there, we saw 3 or 4 generations of our STA family enjoying the fun and dancing, and Evans looked over at me and he said, in the morning, we're still alive. This organization is viable, and we have young people, we have young members are coming in now, and it's just, it really feels good to see this group, and obviously it's good to see everyone. But so anyway, welcome, and I'd like to call on Cameron Hamrick to have our invocation, and we'll get our meeting started.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone. Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, we come to you today with so much thankfulness, and we give you all the glory, honor, and praise for all that you do and all that you are. We thank you for this industry and these amazing textile associations. We come to you now asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and fill us with your grace. We listen and make decisions that might affect our industry. Let us have open minds to listen and ears to hear what's good and best for us. And remind us that all we do here today and all we accomplish is for the pursuit of the truth and the greater glory for you. And we ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Please, if you're not finished breakfast, continue to eat. First of all, I'd like to recognize our breakfast sponsors. And for those of you that have been in leadership and put these meetings together, without the sponsorship, it's impossible to do what we do and have breakfast and things along the way. So I'm going to actually read the names of the breakfast sponsors. American Trutzler, Burlington Fabrics, Coker and Associates, DeVos Strapping Fiber Industries, Glen Raven Custom Fabrics, Graph Metallic, Lang Ligon, Picknall of America, Reader, Sidell Woolley, Schuford Yarns, Snooco Conatex, Stopley, and Tex-Mac Division Yellow Tag Auctions. Thank y'all. Please join me in giving these people a We also have some new members. As all of y'all know, membership is our lifeblood. And I'm going to call out the names of the new members that I hope are here. If you're here, stand up. We'll clap at the end. Steve Aldifer at Standard Colors. Sean Gambrell, Louis P. Batson. Ivan Lamy, American Trutzler. He's probably still chasing that little one around. Patrick McEwen, ECT2. Thank you, Patrick. Jordan Renfro, Syntec. What's the cutest baby? Marty Smith, Relation Insurance Services. Javier's not here. Tanya Wade, Manufacturing Solutions Center. Let's give all our new members a We're also very fortunate to have many of our past presidents here in attendance, and these past presidents continue to be an important part of the success of our organization. As I'll call their names in order in which they served, I would like each to stand and be recognized. Russell Mims, Buick Quality Yarn. We clap each one of these guys. Because I'm going to be on this list next year. Mitch Hensley, William Barnett. Jim Booterball, National Spinning. Jay Self, Greenwood Mills. Brad Burnett, Inman Mills. Ed Cox, Burlington Fabrics. Todd Weems, Glen Raven Custom Fabrics. Mike Kingsmore, Palmetto Finishes. And Matt Shannon, Greenwood Mills. guys. And you can see the dedication of the presidents. Every one of them are here. So thank you guys for everything you do. Man, it just seems like yesterday Cox was the president, though. Time flies, bro. That's been 11 years. At this time, I'd like to call the podium Ed Cox, STA past president and chairman of the STA Awards Committee for some very special awards.
Steps is weight certified.
Yeah, well, not for me and you at the same time.
We do have several awards here we'd like to present this morning. First off, the David Clark Award was named for the founder of the STA. It honors past presidents of the association who continue to contribute distinguished leadership and service to the organization. And through the textile industry for 10 or more years following the service as president. This morning we're recognizing two individuals. The first one is Jay Self, president of Greenwood Mills. And the second one will be Brad Burnett, who has retired from Inman Mills. I'd like to invite them to the podium to receive their plaques. Yeah, they weren't on top, but I got it. I got it. You gonna get up here? Come on, Jay. Certainly appreciate your service. You'd like to make a few comments?
I would. Thanks everyone, and it's an honor to be here. And you know, I got this award over Zoom, and which was a little bit awkward. So I wanted to say I'm glad to be here in person to receive it, and thank everyone for being here. You know, as I run a family business, you know, I have my family, I have my work family, and this is my industry family. And it's a great organization, and the family atmosphere here shows, and the inclusivity that we all exhibit to each and every one of our fellows in the industry is, it shows, and it's appreciated. Thank you.
Congratulations, my man. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, yeah.
Big boys on the same side of the stage.
What they need is a bigger stage, so I can get out of the way. Climbing up down them steps, you know, dangerous.
Being with this organization for all these years is, started in 1991. George hired me in 1990. We started in 1991, and for every single year after that, Inman was such a viable participant here. Gave me the opportunity to get engaged in leadership, but more than anything else, it got me an opportunity to expand and influence the people around you that have impact on you through the course of your life. It's amazing, the people in this room, and how much you know and how important you are in our lives. And so with that, I am so thankful and grateful to the people who've gone on before me. And that's the song that's been on my heart all week, even laying there in the bed at night, just singing this little song. I'm gonna sing you a little song. Okay? We're pilgrims on this journey, on a narrow road. All those who've gone before us lined the way. This early in the morning. Cheering on the faithful, encouraging the weary. Our lives a stirring testament to God's sustaining grace. Surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us run this race, not only for the prize, but as those who've gone before us, let us leave to those behind us a heritage of faithfulness, passed on through godly lives. Oh, may all who come behind us find us faithful, And may the fire of our devotion light their way. May the footprints that we leave lead them to believe, and the lives we live inspire them to obey. Oh, may all who come behind us find us faithful. I really honestly believe that's the heritage of STA. When you look out some 20, almost 30 years ago now, we began to look at STA more than just an elite organization of executives, but it's family. Bring your kids, bring your grandkids. We're going to have a great time in a great place. We're going to honor one another and serve one another. Let that be a heritage that continues to go on and on and on as we move forward. I'm blessed to be a part of STA, and I'm so grateful and thankful for you also being a part of STA. Thank you so very much for this award. Thank you.
Congratulations, Keith. The next award we'd like to present this morning is the Steve Epps Lifetime Service Award, named after STA past president Steve Epps. Honors STA members who have been a member of the STA for 20 years or more, are retiring or have retired, and served the association in many capacities of leadership and service during their years of membership. Recipients are selected by vote of the Board of Governors. I'm pleased to announce that this year, the Steve Epps Lifetime Service Award is being presented to Russell Mims, retired from Bueller Quality Yarn Corporation. Please welcome Russell to the podium. Congratulations. Yes, sir. We certainly appreciate your years of service to the SBA.
One thing, I can't sing. But I will tell you that I'm very honored because Steve Epps, one, was a close friend. He was the epitome of the organization. He was another George Abbott. He made everybody feel welcome, and he encouraged us. He was a true hero from World War II. And I'm joined by 4 other guys that received this award before me. Those 4 Doyle kids, Tommy Ariel, which passed away, James Payne, and he's not here, Steve Adams. Steve Adams. All of those were true friends of mine. Everyone in here, I've really learned stuff in over my entire career. And to get this award just means you're old. I've been here a long time. I went to my first STA meeting in 1977, and I think there's only one person in here today who started before me, and that's Jerry Eskew. He started in '76. So I've been in STA a long time. I've seen a lot of people come and go. It's a great organization, and I'm proud to have been a member of it. Thank you.
Devin, you watch the me get the box.
Hey, Joe.
At this time, we have one other award we'd like to present. And I think Devin's got us some introduction for this award.
Don't know anything about it.
I didn't put music to it.
Okay? While that's playing, you know, we also have the Chapman Award. And the Chapman Award was established by the Southern Textile Association in 1984 in honor of 3 members of the Chapman family who served as president of the STA, James Chapman, James A. Chapman Jr., and Joseph W. Chapman. And this award was established to recognize individuals for exemplary and outstanding service and leadership to our industry. The recipients of the award is selected by the awards committee and presented to the Board of Governors for vote. We've got an individual that's, all the past presidents stood up earlier, and there's an individual in the room who's led us all. She's been kind of our mother hen. If we got too far out to the left or too far out to the right, she reeled us in. And she's the backbone of putting together these annual meetings and our meetings that we have during the year. She's a large contributor to the textile industry as any of us through these meetings that she's done. So at this point in time, I'd like to present to Lillian Link the Chapman Award.
I'm shocked, but I appreciate it. And I love this organization, oh my gosh. It has been a wonderful 27 years that I've managed this group, 45 years in association management. But the people are what make the organization. It's not me. It's all of y'all, and I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna miss it. I know. It hadn't really sunk in yet, but thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Y'all got me on that.
That's the reason I had to bring my own notes. She didn't have that part in her notes.
We're passing those around.
All right, this time I'll turn our program back over to Rick Carter.
Yes, sir. Good job, brother. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Congratulations, Lillian. Do you know how hard it is to do something in this organization and keep it from her? She looked at me when she said, "This isn't on the script," when he started talking about another award. Congratulations to Brad and Jay and Russell. Steve Epps was a great guy, no question. We do have one more award that's kind of a surprise. Each year for the past 3, I guess this will be the 3rd annual since we haven't met, but we have a George Abbott Award for recruiting the most members. And this person had a special relationship with George and recruited the most members. And it was also another surprise that we wanted to keep, but the George Abbott Membership Award this year goes to Devin Steele.
What?
Well, say a few words.
Lily. Because I have an award with George Abbott's name on it. I mean, that's pretty special, and I love this organization as much as everybody else does in this room, and I look forward to helping to fill these big footsteps with my good friend Sandy and take it into the future. And just wish George was here to see it. Thank you all so much.
I don't know, there might be a few more surprises left, so let's not give up yet. Well, I guess it's time for my president's address. First of all, what can I say? To lead a group that means so much to me personally and to this industry has been quite an honor. In our 114-year history, we've survived world wars, a depression, recessions, and now we can add pandemic to the list. First of all, I want to thank Tony for her support throughout the years. Every time I'm writing something or doing something, hey, would you take a look at this? And what do you think about if we do this? And she's been a great support, and thank you. And also my daughter, KB, most of y'all got to meet this weekend. Getting back to the family thing, she used to come here and babysit David's kids for the dinner dance, Mitch Hensley's children who are now going to college and getting Moorhead scholarships, and so it's been quite fun. But I was glad to have KB and her husband Bill here for a couple days this weekend. Also, the support of my company, my boss David. Thank you. It takes time to do this. He'll fuss at me for telling him this story, but he came to the meeting yesterday morning. He had a required meeting by the chairman of our company, and that's a big company now, it's Snowco, and he had a dinner last night. He drove back to Charlotte after the meeting yesterday and back down here last night to be back. So thank you, boss. Means the world. Our founding fathers could have never dreamed that we would have meetings via a screen. And probably neither would I. However, those 2 years, or the year of the pandemic, we stayed together as an organization through Zoom, and that was not an easy task for Miss Lillian either, let me tell you. She doesn't care if she ever sees another Zoom meeting. But that kept us together. We couldn't shake hands, we couldn't hug, but we could see each other, we could hear each other. The pandemic was like prison for me. I mean, a guy who travels and meets y'all and talks to customers, and it was really hard. But those Zoom meetings, they were always a bright day. STA is definitely a professional and networking organization, but as I've said many times, the friendships that I've made, the business relationships that are made are truly treasured. And this past year or two has been tough on us. We've lost Tommy, Ariel, Preston Aldridge, and George Abbott. I mean, three just stellar members of this organization. And but I always hear George keep saying, keep working hard, keep working hard. And that's what we need to do. And this membership award should be something that every one of us in this organization strives to win every year. I'm very excited about our future. We need to continue to work hard on membership. It's our lifeblood. I'm excited that Devin and Sandy are taking the helm. We'll probably have some changes and do some things a little different. You just can't say any more about Lillian. I mean, those past presidents that stood up a while ago, I mean, when we started talking about another award, she looked across the table at me, she said, "That's not on the script." We just get up here and read what she tells us to read. Like I say, I've been very honored to serve you. I'm very excited about Cameron. Cameron has a love and passion for this organization through 3 or 4 generations, 5 generations.
Generation of
Five.
Hammer Mills, and third generation of STA.
He's, you know, he will be a great leader, and I'll be here to support him as chairman. And thanks y'all for allowing me to serve you as president. For our next order of business, I'd like to call on Mike Kingsmore, past president, to come to the podium for the nominating committee. Steps off backwards.
Thanks for that president's address to kind of break up the emotion from the prior two, because I don't know if I could have read this script as Lillian put it together. Welcome everyone. As I said a few years ago as president, I called it a family reunion, and that's the way I think about this group. So for this slate of officers we're about to propose, this is leadership of a family reunion as far as I'm concerned. And Lillian will always be a part of this family. After consideration of many worthy candidates, the nominating committee arrived at the slate of officers and directors which we're pleased to submit for membership consideration. Chairman of the board, Rick Carpenter, Contact Sunoco. President, Cameron Hamrick, Hamrick Mills. First Vice President, Charles Poston, Kluwer Lubrication. And Second Vice President, Evan Stendel from Glen Raven Custom Fabrics. Proud to nominate Nathan Fisher from Nava Technologies upon recommendation of the nominating committee, was elected by the Board of Governors on Monday as a new member at large on the executive committee. The Board of Governors, 4 years expiring in 2026, Chad Bolick, Lee Lost Brown, Jasmine Cox, Tom Johnson, Sean Gambrell, and John Riddle. Term expiring in 2023, Oliver Mayer, Stodley Corporation.
Do I hear a motion that these be approved? Second?
Second.
Aye?
Aye.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
I would like to introduce the new board members that are here, and some of them are reoccurring, so you can still stand up and be recognized, please. Chad Bolick from Unify. Lee Lost Brown, DNA. Jasmine Cox, Gaston College. Tom Johnston, Picking-All of America. Sean Gambrell, Louis Batson. And Oliver Meyer and John Riddle will not be able to be here today. Congratulations to Charles Poston for being elected first vice president. Evan Stendel, second vice president. Nathan Fisher, who will join us as member at large. And it's a great exec committee, so thank you. I'd now like to call on Cameron Hamrick to the podium. And again, I congratulate him for his willingness to serve and his passion for this organization. Bringing us 2 cute little girls this week. And bro.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to say that it's been a great morning. I mean, the passion in this room and the leaders in this room, and I consider it just a blessing to be a part of it. The annual meeting has gone very smooth, so congratulations to that. The only problem is, the only hiccup was that the main dance guy got vertigo last night, and so I got to apologize for not being out on the dance floor, but I heard that Mitch, Chuck, and Jordan took my place, so I'll gladly pass you the torch, as Eddie Gaither said. You know, he called me the torch and wanted me to go on to really entertain, but I'd like to pass that on to Chuck Butts and Jordan. First of all, I want you to know how much I love this organization and how much I love the textile industry. I'm very fortunate to have a rich history in textiles and the STA. Hamrick Mills is a 5th-generation company. I'm the 5th generation. 3 of those generations has been a part of STA. My granddaddy, Wiley Hamrick, was a recipient of the Chapman Award. My uncle Lyman is a past president and a recipient of the David Clark Award. My father was a faithful member And there was other family members that also attended during their time at Hamrick Mills. So there's a legacy there. I'm very proud of it. I want to make them proud. And I've been attending STA for about 20 years. And the first time I went was 2001 to an annual meeting, and I got out on the dance floor and I was moving and just having fun. And my mama made me go back up to the room. That was probably about 23 years ago. But the next morning, everybody was asking her about it, and she said, "I didn't even know he could dance." I've never seen that side of him. So, you guys know me. I kind of I want to draw some attention. I wanted to try to fit in very quickly, and I found out that was one way. And so I really used it. I kept going. So, like I said, 20 years of going to annual meetings, and there was a few annual meetings that I missed. And the people that's probably knows my family the best probably can assume why I missed. I got put on restriction a couple times. One of my favorites was, I think it was 2011, it may have been at this hotel. The Eddie Gaither, Doyle Kidd, Dan Nations, you know, all the people that I really look up to. They're saying, "Come on, Cameron, get on the dance floor, man. Come on, go, do it." I said, "I'm not going to do it. I got Lyman, I got my mom and daddy here, but they go to bed early, so we're going to wait till they go to bed." So we all stayed over there, and it got about 10 o'clock, and they walked out. And right when they walked out, I mean, they had 2 steps out the door, and I got out on the floor, and I was moving around, and everybody was gathering around. And about 30 seconds later, somebody poked me. I looked over there, and Lyman had forgot his sport coat. But you guys know that we've had a great time, and STA has been one of the most rewarding activities for me in my career, and that's because of you, my best friends, my family, learning about this industry that I love, and also making memories. And with that being said, I'll tell you, I wholeheartedly accept the presidency of STA, and I look forward to driving it forward, working with Devin, and working with each of you. Thank you. And now I'd like to present the Service Award to our new chairman, Rick Carpenter. Rick served for 2 years, as unprecedented 2 years. He's very passionate. He never took his eye off the ball. He stayed in touch. He made good decisions. Thankfully, he was serving during the pandemic and not me, because I was thinking like, well, we'll just take some hand sanitizer. But, you know, Rick thought deeper than that. And, he did an excellent job keeping us going forward. And like we said, this association is alive and well, and we made it through the pandemic, and we owe a lot to Rick Carpenter. So, Rick, congratulations.
We're getting there. The president that preceded me did a wonderful job, and has done a great job as chairman. You don't do this alone, and there's Lee, but you also call on other members of the executive committee and other people just in the organization sometimes. So I'd like to call on Matt Shannon to come to the podium, please. I'm going to read this one because I think it's important. Presented to Matt Shannon in recognition of his many years of distinguished service to the Southern Textile Association. This gavel was presented as a symbol of lifetime membership on the Board of Governors this 29th day of June 2022, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Congratulations.
Thank you. This is truly an honor
To be back and see everybody in person and to get my gavel after the COVID year, it was so difficult on all of us. But to receive this gavel and join the likes of George Abbott, Steve Adams, Doyle Kidd, my boss Jay, it really means a lot to me. And I'm going to leave you with this quote. Sir Isaac Newton once said, "If I can see further, it's because I stand on the shoulders of giants." And that's the way I feel. All of these folks set us up for success in this industry and in this organization. So thank you so much.
We're off script again, I'm sorry. We've talked a lot about Lillian this morning, and Lillian and Mike have become true friends of mine and Tony's. I mean, there's the work friend, and then there's the friend. And we spent time at her beach house, hanging out. Of course, she worked on STA, the board meeting, like one whole day, you know, so. I think it's important enough for me to stand here and read her bio, and I think we should just hear, you know, we all know what she's done, but don't look at me like that. You have a bio. Ha! Off script. Thank you, Dad. Lillian Link has served the Textile Association management for 45 years, including the last 27 as Secretary-Treasurer of STA. She joined the industry in 1977 after working as a bank teller right out of high school. The American Yarn Spinners Association, AYSA, many of y'all were AYSA members, was renting space upstairs at the bank when Jim Connor's secretary asked her to interview for a job with the organization. On a Friday afternoon during a break, Link went upstairs for an interview with Jim Connor, the AYSA Executive Vice President, and was offered a position on the spot. She went downstairs and turned in her notice that day. In addition to AYSA, she was also tasked to manage another association under its auspices, the Textured Yarn Association, which later became the Synthetic SYFA. Shortly thereafter, the Carolinas Textile Club was added to her responsibilities. In 1995, the AYSA took over management of STA, and Connor added that group to Link's management responsibilities as well. Through the years, Lillian, with the guidance of STA's exec officers and board of governors, has helped the association remain a viable and valuable source for the textile industry. This is especially true as membership sought information and engagement during the industry's declining years around the turn of the century, through the Great Recessions and now a global pandemic. Lillian, would you please come forward? You didn't really think we were through, did you? Yes, you probably want to. First of all, the executive committee and board of governors has decided and granted you a lifetime membership in STA and on the STA board of governors.
Oh, wow.
Now, that means you come and you don't work. Now, we're still negotiating the registration fee. But she will be a lifetime member of our family, officially. Mike, why don't you come up too?
You got me a Ferrari.
What Ferrari?
No.
Oh, Matt, you have another award in here too.
Hey.
So it's retirement time, and y'all going to travel, and hopefully they're going to get a nice camper or RV. Side story: her first trip was going to be Tony and I and Neil and Jeff were all headed to Denver next week. We're going to see the Avett Brothers for the 3 nights at Red Rocks. So I get to participate in her first retirement. I got to take vacation. But this is a gift on behalf of this entire organization, and we hope you take this and enjoy it. And
Oh, wow.
you want to talk some more?
This is unbelievable. I want to tell you, this guy, he came into the leadership at just the right time. 2 years he served as president. Lot of mornings, we were talking before 6 o'clock.
She gets up early too.
Yeah, we're early risers, and that's usually when we talk. It was early in the morning. And I could get him anytime. That's why we're friends now. But I love this organization, and thank y'all so much. I'm just overwhelmed, and I'm feeling the love. And I am overwhelmed. Thank you.
Just about finished, but, so at 6:55 a.m., no, 6:54 a.m., text. Did you print out a copy of your script for the STA breakfast? Yes, I have it, smiley face. It's been an honor serving with you, and again, most people in this room know, how much Lillian does. We just kind of read. It was kind of tough. Ed and Cameron and I had to do some, hey, okay, what we're gonna say, But anyway, thank y'all. And at this point, we'll turn it over to the man. I'm gonna be out there with y'all now. So Matt, your service award for last year's up here. Don't thank y'all.
Thank you, everyone. What a great breakfast we've had. And I want to echo how much I love Lillian as well. And I look forward to you attending as many meetings as you can and staying in touch. So we love you. All right, we'll move on to the joint meeting. And please mark your calendars for next year. June 25th through 27th is going to be our annual meeting dates. And with no further business, we'll adjourn and go to our joint meetings.
Great job.